Going to discuss triggers. There is some difference between triggers and assertions. Here, uh, when you are comparing this with assertion in that case we don't have any action. That means assertion is not capable of taking any action. But here in this case, trigger, when an event is triggered and depending on the condition, some action we are going to take. So, with respect to the assertions, when there is a violation of that assertion, what will happen? It will report an error. There is no method or some triggering method or triggering event, that kind of a thing is not there as far as assertion is concerned. Here, trigger means it is a procedure that starts automatically if a specified change occurs to the DBMS. If some changes, so for example, if you are inserting, if you are updating, if you are deleting, these are all different updating operations. So when an event, that is an event, and when that event occurs, then depending on some condition, then when that event is occurring, then it will check some condition, and depending on the condition some action it is going to take. Okay, so a trigger has three stages. Trigger, that means an event is triggered, that means here when something that means specified change, we already described what change, what is some of the what is the action you have to take. Depending on the event, you are going to take some action. So, like that, here for a specified change, actually, we are already defined the specific change, and for this change, what is the action you are going to take. So, when that event occurs, that means trigger event means when that specified change occurs, then that trigger is fired, and the trigger is fired, and trigger is fired depending on the condition. Then the condition is verified. If the condition is okay, if the condition is true, then the action corresponding that trigger is initiated. That is, when an event occurs, a database trigger is fired. Database trigger is fired. That means there is an event, and depending on the condition, some event is fired, and predefined block will execute the necessary action. That means depending on the trigger, for this what you have to do, for this what you have to do, like that. So when an event occurs, then depending on the condition, a trigger is fired, and if a trigger is fired, some action it will take depending on the condition. Okay, so this is the general syntax for a trigger event. That means create or with brackets replace. Create or replace trigger. That means either create or replace. You have to use trigger name. This is the name of the trigger. Before, after. That means, for example, before updating or after updating. Before deletion, before delete, after delete. So that is the trigger event. That means, for example, on table name. That means depending on some actions on the table name. In as far as assertion is concerned, it is not dependent on some table name. It is dependent on the whole of the database. Suppose that some attribute, if it is outside the range, then it will automatically an assertion will take place. Here, create or replace trigger name followed by before or after. That means that event can be that event in this table name, and event is going to happen. For example, insertion, deletion, or updation. Either of three can occur as far as this table name is concerned. In some table, you are going to either insert, delete, or update. Okay. So depending on the operation, before that operation or after that operation. Okay. before that operation or after that operation, you are going to make that trigger. That means depending on the trigger. For each row, this is optional when condition. That means if that depending on this event, for each row when condition, declaration statement, begin executable statements and exception handling statements. These are all PLSQL statements. So I am going to describe this in detail with the help of an example. Example of a trigger. We have a customer table. This customer table has ID, name, age, place and salary. These are the 5 attributes, and we have the ID, name, age, place and salary. Okay. Now the trigger is, I am going to set a trigger like trigger displays the salary difference between old value and new value. That means whenever it is updated, that means if you are deleting or updating or inserting, that means whatever happens to this customer table, that means create or replace trigger salary difference. That means if you insert, update or delete a table, delete a tuple in this customer table, what happens? It will calculate the old value of the salary and new value of the salary, and it will calculate the difference between old value and new value, and it will be printed. Okay, for that I am going to create a trigger. That means we have a customer table. In this customer table, you have salary fields for all the, here these are the salary values. So whenever insertion, deletion or updation take place in this customer table, what will happen? A trigger is initiated, and depending on the trigger, it will execute a PLSQL program. Okay. See here, this is the trigger. This is the trigger. Create or replace trigger. This is the trigger name. That means salary difference. It is actually, this is salary difference display. It is for displaying the salary difference. Okay. That means create or replace trigger salary difference display before delete or update or insert on customer. That means in the customer table, before doing delete, update or insert, whatever you are going to do on this customer table, before that action this trigger is initiated. And what is that? For each row, when new.id greater than 0, that means new.id means here the ID values are all greater than 0, and in that case, here if such a thing going to happen, it is checking each row where new.id greater than 0. If the ID value is greater than 0, here for all the valid entries, the ID value is greater than 0. That's why it is greater than 0, and then what will happen? This is triggered. This is the procedure. Which is going to be executed. So what is this procedure? That means whenever we are going to update, insert or delete the customer table, for each row it is going to verify whether the ID value is greater than 0, and if the ID value is greater than 0, automatically this will be created. That means this program is executed. Here, this is the declaration section. In that declaration section, salary difference is initial. Salary difference is a number. It is a variable declaration. It is a variable. Salary difference is a variable and it is a number. And begin means this is the execution of the program, and these are PLSQL statements. Here salary difference. Here the salary difference you have declared it as a number, and salary. What is salary number? New dot salary minus old dot salary. That means if you want to update, insert or delete, you are comparing the previous value of salary and the current value of salary. If you are, suppose that if you are going to update this 4,000 as 5,000, then old dot value is 4000 and new dot value is 5000. Okay, this old and new are two keywords in PLSQL. New dot salary returns the new value and old dot salary returns the old value. Then what is the difference between new value and old value? That is the salary difference. So next, DBMS output put line. These are all PLSQL statements. DBMS output put line old salary, old salary. That means this old salary will be printed. Here new salary will be printed, and here the salary difference is printed, and that is the end of the transaction. So here, what's the trigger? Trigger means before before some changes happening, before some changes happen to our tables, we are going to set some predefined actions. So if you are triggering an event, that means upon deletion, insertion or updation, suppose that here you can have before insert on customer. That means in that case delete or update event is not there. Here insert, update and delete are events here. But suppose that if you are going to have before update customer, before update on customer, then it is whenever it is trying to update customer table, then only that trigger will happen. That means for delete or insert it won't happen. That means these are the three triggers: delete, update or insert. Before doing that or after doing that. Here you can have before or after doing that also. So these are the triggers, and when that trigger occurs, when that, for example, if it is trying to update the customer tuple, then what will happen? For each row, it will check whether new dot id is greater than 0. For each row, it is checking whether new dot id is greater than 0. New value of id, you are going to update. New value of id is greater than 0. If the id is greater than 0, what will happen? This is the execution of the this is the PLSQL method or action it has to take, and it is printing the old salary, new salary, and the difference between the old salary and the new salary. Okay, this is the way you are going to execute a trigger. So what is the difference between assertions and triggers? In assertions, for example, suppose that the age value should be in between 1 and 120. That is an assertion. That means if that value is crossed, what will happen? It will generate an error. But here in this case, these are the events. That means delete, update, insert, for example, create, etc. Those are all events, and depending on the event, it is checking some condition, and if that condition is true, then what will happen? It will trigger a method, and that method will be executed. That means some action. In the case of triggers, an event is triggering, and when a trigger is fired, what will happen? An action is taken. But in assertions, we can only assert some domain and values road. In that case, we are not permitted to take some action. Only it is only displaying some error as far as assertion is concerned. So I think, in my opinion, trigger is more powerful compared to assertions. Okay, thank you.